unless you're like me and a workaholic. So, your admin times, which is the time that you work on your file. You know what? Your admin time should be like an hour a day, really no more. Your closing times, your training, and your class times. Take all the training and classes that you can. Even if you think it's a repeat, you'll always learn something you didn't know. And you also have the opportunity to meet other people. If you have a smartphone, you can use Google Calendar. I use Google Calendar. It's on my phone, and it's on my computer, on my laptop. So if I'm out and a client texts me and says, hey, can you show me 17-4-20 Flamingo tomorrow at noon? I can type it in my calendar when I get home that night, see if, 17-20 Flamingo, is it available? Call Jeff, see if I can schedule that appointment. There's a task list on the calendar, so whatever you type in your phone, it's going to be on your computer when you get home. Whatever you put on your computer, it's going to be on your phone. It's a Google Calendar, very easy to use. There's a task list. They sync together. It works on any smartphone. You might find something better, but that's what I use, and I live and die by the Google Calendar. And it's not something I carry around with me. So if I lose my phone, I still have my laptop. If I lose my laptop, I still have my phone. Hopefully, I'm not going to lose them both at the same day. Even if I do, it's okay, because I can log on to googlecalendar.com, log in with my email address, my password, and there's my calendar on anybody's computer. So it's really cool. And you'll never overbook, and you'll never, stack appointments up. It's a great way to keep track of your stuff. So, sorry.
So you seem like you do this very effortlessly. I find that sometimes I have clients that call me like in a panic, like, this house just came to the market, what do you see right now? And I'm like, I already know, like I'm already booked for the whole day. You know what I mean? So how would you handle
that? What we do on the Pagan Hall team is we have like relationships with agents. Mm-hmm. So if Margaret can't show a house at 5 o'clock, that's I have a time, there's a time on my calendar every day that I show houses. It may not be the same time every day, but I set it up based on what I have going on, because I do other things in real estate besides being an agent. So get a partnership with somebody who works with you and works well with you, and you can cover them sometimes and they can cover you. You're not sharing commissions, you're not doing anything, but you're just helping to accommodate. So there's plenty of times. I have tons of clients that I work with, and there's plenty of times that everybody wants to see everything between 7 and 8 on Wednesday night. Okay, I can't accommodate 3 clients. But you know what? I could call Allison, and I'll be like, hey, what time are you working till? Can you show this client? Sure. Or I could call Margaret, or I could call Chris, or I could call James, or I could call Jamie, or I could call Jackie. I could call anybody they have a relationship with. So that's another great thing about coming to training. So try to find another agent that has, kind of working in the same area as you do. That's one way. The important thing about showing houses and getting your clients to respect your time is having your schedule and accommodating them when it's available to you. There is no client that is more important than your schedule. I'm going to say this, you guys, 1,000 times. There is no client more important than your schedule. If they like you, they want to work with you, they're going to go see the house when you're ready to see, when you can, and we'll show it to them. The bottom line is you're one human being, and if you can't get a backup person, they're going to have to wait. Because are they any less important than the one you're showing? Everybody wants to see everything right now. They're going to call you in 5 minutes, and if you start that cycle with your client, they're going to treat you like that. I show houses on Wednesday nights between the hours of 2 and 3 and 6 and 7. I have so many clients that I literally on Monday morning will sit down, shoot out emails to all of them. If any of you want to schedule an appointment for me this week, do it right now before my schedule fills up. And they know. They call me ahead of time. I want you on Monday from 4 to 6. Okay. There's always houses to show. And you know what? If nothing comes up, that's fine. I've got someone else in their place. I got to back up. Your schedule is your most important thing. You guys, bring this into your brains, nothing more important than your schedule. No client, no deal, nothing. You live and you die, literally, eat and you starve by your schedule. If you let your clients run you, you will run and run and run, and you will never make a dime. You'll run out of gas, and you'll run out of time, and you're going to be broke.
And then a follow-up to that question. Okay, so what if you show, you show 4 houses, 3 different clients, everybody wants to make an offer, got to be
awesome.
by 5, you know what I mean? Like, how do you just
That's when you call
Like,
me,
I went to
or
see-
you call anybody
Okay.
that's here. You could call me anytime. This is my area. Or you call any other agent that you have a relationship with and say, hey, I have 2 people coming in to write offers. Can you cover one? Sure. If you have something going on, call me. I'll write your offer. I'm here. And if I'm not here, I can be here in 15 minutes. It's a great position to be in, and that's fantastic. And don't take this the wrong way, but if that's going to be your biggest problem selling real estate, you are one lucky girl. Pile them up, stack them up, get all your showing times that you have scheduled for that day full. Have people pre-schedule with you, and if you can't fill them, you'll have backup people who can. Okay? Oh, and by the way, the other thing that I do, when I have clients who say that they would buy a house like in the next 30 days, and I haven't heard from them in a couple days, I'll go through their prospecting, like whatever went out in the last few days. I'll pull up their list on, because it's all on RealComp, and I'll see what just hit the market that looks juicy and good, and I'll call them and I'll say, hey, I've got this house for you. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if you looked at your email in the last couple days, but you want to take a ride with me? Sure. Well, nobody wants to ride in your car anymore. God.
Can they tell when you send them the list from RealComp? Can you tell what houses they've clicked on to see?
Yeah, because what you can do is ask for it to email you when it emails them, and I do it every time. We're not, my days start at 4 o'clock in the morning because I spend a lot of time looking at my clients and their lists and their needs. But I'm nuts. Like, you don't have to be like me. I am over the top. Again, I don't have a husband. Kids are grown, it's just me. So, and a boyfriend that works the same crazy schedule I do. I spend time going through the prospecting, and I try to look and see what was sent out for today, and try to connect. I do try to connect with all my clients on a weekly basis. Even if they're not ready to buy, I do try to connect with them in some way. It might just be a simple hello or something. I'm going to just tell you, when it feels like you're thinking about them, that they get it. They reach. It's human response to respond to somebody who's interested in you, and it takes a second. It just takes a second. So make some time to do that. Your prospecting time should, after your prospecting time should be some client follow-up time, even if they're just hanging around. Hey, it's Shannon. Just checking in, see what's going on. See anything you like? No, okay. We'll try again tomorrow. Maybe next week. Call me when you're ready. Just letting them know that you're there and you're interested. Okay, so here's the bottom line. You guys, you're accountable to yourself. Nobody's going to make you wake up. Nobody's going to make you sit down at 6 o'clock in the morning and prospect. Nobody's going to make you work your schedule, fill in your calendar. Nobody's going to do that. This is your business. This business, you will get out what you put in. So if accountability is a big deal for you, and like you're a starter but you're not a finisher, and I'm going to tell you, that's me in a big nutshell. I could be the laziest person on the face of the earth. I can start things and not finish them. But I love real estate. This is one thing I do really well. It's like a second nature to me. So get an accountability partner. Publish your schedule online. Publish it on Facebook. Turn it into the office. Tell all your friends and family this is my schedule. Believe me, when you think people are breathing down your neck, you're going to show up. If you had to show up to a job that was an hourly punch in, punch out, and you didn't show up, you're going to lose it. You're going to get canned. So show up to your job. Show up to your business. This is your business. Whatever you put in, you will get out. Let's see. It takes 30 days. You guys have probably heard this 1,000 times. 30 days for something to become a habit. So, work toward getting yourself out of bed a little bit earlier. If you got to go to the gym, go, get it done, get it over with. Don't have 4 pots of coffee, and 15 cigarettes. Don't make excuses why you can't get your day started. Get it started, because once you get going, you're like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go kick some butt today. It's awesome to have that energy and that drive. And if you don't actually have it, find somebody in your life. We all have somebody in our life who will help us out. Just get to them. Say, you know what, I'm trying to create a new habit for myself. Can you give me like 30 days? Will you work with me for 30 days? Also, after tonight, mingle a little bit, talk to each other, figure out somebody here that you might be able to partner with. And when you go to other trainings, look for people that can help you. Have your backup person. It's really cool to have somebody to fall back on. Partnerships are always a lot more fun than singles. So Find a buddy and somebody you can partner up with and talk to. You know, if you're just having a really bad week and like you just can't drag your butt out of bed, you're just depressed and everything's falling apart, you don't know where your next paycheck's coming from, call me, I'll get you out of bed. I'll come to your house and drag you out of bed. There is bank to be made in real estate. You guys, I have never made as much money in my life as I've made in real estate. You know, and I'm working hard. But when you have a check for $200, and another one for $2,500, another one for $6,000, another one for $8,000, another one for $1,000, and you do that every month, you're not gonna have a problem making your bills. When the money starts rolling in, yeah, well, you won't need any more excuses to get out of bed. You're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure out how to double my numbers, triple my numbers. So no one's going to make you do anything that you don't want to do. Being successful in real estate is about being accountable to yourself. That means no client throws off your schedule. There's no client more important than your schedule. And I have it here in bold. You cut it out, stick it on your place where you're going to see it every morning and every day. There is no client more important than your schedule. We all have days we don't want to get out of bed, so if you need help getting out, just call me. My cell phone number is on here. I have cards in my office. I'll get you up. All right, so start using your schedule now. It will change the size of your bank account. Does anybody have any more questions about scheduling?
Well, I'm going to schedule an appointment
Okay.
with you. That has nothing to do with this.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. All right, so you guys, here's a little thing that I have and I want you guys to work on. A vision without a plan is just a dream. What made you choose real estate as a profession? Think about that and put your answer on there. Do you know what time it is?
No.
How much time is it? Okay. Write down one thing that you want to achieve in the next 30 days in your real estate career and be specific. Just write down one thing. Be specific about what it is. It doesn't have to be big. You know, say, I want to get one new client. It's fine. I want to have a closing. And the next part's for you when you go home tonight. I want you to set about a plan on how you're going to achieve reaching that goal. Setting a goal is imperative to all of your successes in life. It can be big or small, and you can change your goals whenever you want. It's your goal. It belongs to you. And what's important to you today might not be important next week, next month, next year. Include these goals in that calendar that we talked about on your schedule, and break down the steps you think it's going to take to achieve the goal. Whatever it is. Like, you know how when your house is off on a train, or there's like every closet needs to be cleaned out, and you walk up to the project, you're like, I'm not doing this today. And the next day, you're like, yeah, I'm still not doing that. Well, if you start in one corner and say, today I'm going to clean out that back front corner right there. The left-hand corner, I'm going to clean out the front. In a week, I'm going to clean out the back left-hand corner, and before you know it, in only a few days, your closet's cleaned out. It's done. It's like anything that seems really big in life, if you just break it off in tiny chunks, it just gets easier to do. So work on your goal a little bit every day. Write down the steps it's going to take, and just start small. Before you know it, you'll be setting goals weekly, monthly, yearly, and accomplishing more than you've ever accomplished in your life, because it's in there. And you know, today or this week, I'm going to work on whatever the facet is of that goal. So if your goal is, I'm going to have a closing this month of at least $2,500. Sorry, how do you get there? Well, I'm going to call Allison. I'm going to say, Allison, give me every single lead that you get in Westland from Realtor.com. If that's your area, just pick an area close to where you live. You don't have to go far. And she's going to give you every single lead that you possibly can take from Westland. And you're going to call. So, okay, I'm going to call Allison today and get every lead. So Allison's going to send me leads. Today I'm going to follow up with that client. And I'm going to follow up, and I'm going to follow up, and I'm going to follow up. Before you know it, in 30 days you'll be sitting at a closing table. Goals are very easy to achieve, but you got to break them down into small steps. So work on it every day. Before you know it, you'll be done. When you organize your mind, everything else around you becomes organized. It's a natural effect, and it's a known fact. Create a task list on the right side of your Google Calendar to help you stay on track. I live my life by my lists. If I didn't have my list, I would forget to do everything. I service a lot of people in a day, and so far I haven't forgotten about anybody yet. I'm not going to say it's not going to happen, but that little Google Calendar, no matter where I am, it's in my hands, and I can enter things in there. So that's it. Thanks for coming in.